A lot of vanilla. I've had sherry bombs before, and this is almost like a vanilla bomb. It's so intense, so up in the front of everything else you have. Hi, WhiskyJason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. And what I have here today is rare, is exotic. That's what I love to test. Pappy van Winkle, 20-year-old, 45.2% alcohol. $189 if you win the lottery. Many different states have lotteries so that they can locate the different bottles. And the secondary market value, $1,600 plus dollars and or euros. Who knows? Now, this is what basically started the craze, the hype, the unbelievable amount of attention Pappy van Winkle got. Then they actually sent, or better said, one of their distributors sent a sample then to a independent tasting laboratory in Chicago. And Pappy van Winkle got 99 of 100 points blind. They loved it so much that they actually said this was amazing. And of course, a couple cooks started talking about the bourbon. If you're going to go for a bourbon, go for the Pappy. And to be very, very honest, also the name. And look at the picture. Pappy van Winkle, he's smoking his cigar there. Very, very, very good. Now, this what I have is actually still Stiltzer Weller juice. This was bottled a few years ago. And so this was the 20-year-old. Now, I was told that, at least I read and heard online from Preston Van Winkle, that maybe starting in 2013, 14, maybe in 15, that they'll start mixing some Buffalo Trace juice with the old Stiltzer Weller juice so they can have more of it. But what I also know, at least what I heard online as well, is that soon and very, very soon, the 20-year-old will run out. It'll take a couple more years before the 23-year-old Buffalo Trace juice is actually ready. So, what does my nose say? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's very, very good bourbon. I get just a conglomerate, just a big collection of clove, buttered corn on the grill, sweet corn, a little bit of old leather, some honey in there, some tobacco leaves. Tabac is more German than English, sorry. And what I think I also got once, wait a second. Got a little bit of fresh cut grass in there. And one of the weirdest tasting notes I've ever had was, I don't know if you've ever boiled a pot full of cauliflower. And you take off the lid and that little bit of steam that comes in your nose, that cauliflower smell, a little bit of is that what I have in here. Never had that before. Who knows what association I had with that. Oh, it's good. I love this nose. I think I could actually nose this for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Look, a little bit of pine that time. Interesting. It always is changing, especially if you kind of stir it around a little bit. Ooh, more alcohol, more pininess. Preston Van Winkle says that we should not stir our glass. Let it set so the alcohol vapors are not agitated. And if you really need to get to the bottom of it, you just kind of blow on it a little bit. And then you smell it. And you get the true Pappy van Winkle aromas. A lot of vanilla. I've had sherry bombs before, and this is almost like a vanilla bomb. It's so intense, so up in the front of everything else you have. Oh, excellent, excellent stuff. Now, I could talk for the next 20, 30 minutes about all of the conspiracy theories, all of the legends, all of the hype around and concerning the Pappy van Winkle 20 and 23. I don't have the 23 yet. If somebody has a sample, hi, I would love to have one. Even buy it if it's not $100 for a little tiny bottle like this. But I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to taste it. I'm going to review it, and I'm just going to move on. So, a wonderful, wonderful nose. Wow. I got those grass clippings again. So, let's taste it. You watch my face, you notice it's amazingly hot. It doesn't feel like a 20-year-old bourbon. There's so much alcohol in there. It's just like, wow. And it's only 45.2%. I'm amazed. I've had a lot of 20-year-old Scotch whiskeys. I know those are refilled barrels and so on. And the alcohol really does seem to be tamed after 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 years. And the oak seems to come more and more, is more in the forefront of this taste. But I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting a lot of heat. Wonderful nose. Not as oily as I was expecting. Very nice. It's going to be an A-. It's not wow. I expected, I hoped, I was looking for something that would just massage my gums, where my taste buds would explode and the synopsis of my brains would just kind of just do somersaults. But that's not it. It's a good, solid bourbon. A tiny bit hotter than I expected. It's more towards the wheated side. The rye, creamy and strong and boldness is missing. It's got a fairly long finish. It's very, very pleasant. But it's not wow. It's nice. That's why it's going to be an A-. Now, if you get it for $189 or $69 or whatever your state has it for, if you can get it, buy it. It's one of those things you can open up on your daughter's or your son's wedding day. It's one of those things you can open up when your grandchild is born. It's one of those things you can do that's a once-in-a-lifetime event. But do not try to find this in the secondary market for $1,600 and then expect something wow. It's just not wow. It's great, but it's not blow your mind away type of wow. All right, wow. I used the word wow a lot here. WhiskyJason's a little bit disappointed. Yeah. In German, I'm going to do a video about a blind testing. I'm going to put the 12 and the 20 and the 15 and some poor man Pappy in there as well. I have two different versions, one with just the Willet, Ancient, as well as the 12, plus another version with they have 10% Stag Junior. I'm just going to compare them blind and see what happens. That should be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to do it in English or not. We'll see. All right, WhiskyJason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of American in Germany. My job, my goal, my task is to test rare and exotic whiskeys. This is rare. This is exotic. Even though many people have done new tastings online, I just wanted to add my 2 cents. And to say, a little bit disappointed. Good stuff, but not worth 1,600 euros or dollars. Thanks for watching. See you soon. WhiskyJason here. Bye-bye.